All right. Welcome back to day five of learning how to trade ICC. Today we're gonna be talking about entry timing and confirmations with ICC. The topic, however, is gonna be how to find accurate trades using structure and price action, which is basically ICC, right? In a three-step process, right? Okay. Now we're gonna be identifying breakout structures for entries. We're gonna be identifying when to enter after structure shift. Also understanding retest and confirmations, in terms of overall entry. And then ICC approach to stop loss placement. Where do we place your stop loss? You get what I'm saying? So, and then the goal of this is to teach how ICC traders get in out of trades using price action or pure structure or mega structure. That's probably how it is, right? So, day six is gonna be on Monday. We're not gonna do it all over the weekend. We're gonna be doing it on Monday for day six. And then day seven also on Tuesday, doing a recap of everything, right? So yeah, pretty much let's get into it, guys. All right. I saw somebody send a message, spoke about why did I take a buy. I'm not sure if I understand you, if you're talking about me or you, but I didn't take any buys, right? So I wanted to actually start off with actually how yesterday we started the yesterday session. The topic of yesterday was basically based off marking your charts, how to mark off your charts. So I see like most people probably didn't get that very much, you understand? So how do you mark off your charts? Pretty much, you know. So yeah, let's delete everything here. Let's have everything deleted. Right. So pretty much you can let's start with the top-down analysis, you know. When you're doing a top-down analysis, you can basically start off these time frames, right? Depending on what you're trading. But for gold specifically, and Nasdaq and USD and other indices and commodities, just start with the 4 hour. It pretty much makes sense, you know. So for top down analysis, you're gonna be able to start with 4 hour down to 1 hour, down to 30 minutes, down to 15, and down to 5 minutes, right? So from these top three, the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and the 30 minutes is gonna be obviously to mark off your level of support. You have to mark off your charts. You can mark off your charts because basically that's where you're most likely to find the trend in. You get what I'm saying? So you're looking for trend in terms of the three top your top three what is this? Your top three time frames. Sorry about that, right? So you're gonna be looking for trend in your top three time frame. Move, you can even take 30 minutes and then put it there by 5 minutes you know and 15 minutes and then add day one, you know. Also add a day here, 1 day. So those are the top four actually for time for to look for a trend, what kind of trend you are in currently, right? And then you have the 1 hour. The 1 hour is the one to actually also mark off your charts, 30 minutes, also the same thing. Then you have 15 minutes and 5 minutes. 15 minutes, that's where we look for entries. That's where then we can address point number, I mean, for day five, entry timing and confirmations. That's what we use. We use 5 minutes and 5 minutes and 15 minutes, right? Pretty much. All right. So let's get down to it. Okay, as we can see, we're very much bullish on gold. We've been very much bullish for quite some time, but we're just gonna take the recent ones that we have here, right? So if you don't know how to mark off your levels, if you don't know where is a higher high, is a higher low, I suggest that you use this indicator called the higher high, lower low strategy on Trading View, right? So you're gonna find that on Trading View, and as you can see, it can mark off already your chart showing you, okay, you have a higher high, you have a higher low, you had a lower high, you had a lower low, right? And this is on a 4 hour. Already that means you are on a downtrend because for a chart to continue to be bullish, you has to have higher highs and higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher low, and just like that to look up to the upside. But the minute you start having lower high and lower low, this is an indication to the downside to say now the market is being bearish, right? So you looking to for a market to make another bearish somewhere here, probably here, another bearish indication, and so you can go to the downside, to make actually a lower high, so you can continue to go to the downside to give us another lower low on the downside, right? So pretty much that's what you're looking for, because now if you're in a bearish trend, it needs to give you lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. That's what we're looking for, right? Then you can go to 1 hour. And as you can see on 1 hour, it is perfectly, giving you what you need to see. But like I said, this indicator is not 100% correct in most cases, but it will show what it needs to show, right? So now on 1 hour, we have a total different story. So we have a lower low here, we have a lower high there, right? Market gave a lower high according to this indicator. It then gave us a lower low, break below this level here, right? Now you can mark off this level as like, okay, I know that anything below this level would be bearish, right? I'll be looking to sell most of the things below this level, right? Because my overall indication would come actually came from this movement. My indication came from this movement, price breaking this lower low and giving me another lower low. Now price went up to create a lower high yesterday, then it created a higher low. Now this also here is showing that price can potentially go up to create a higher high. This higher low is showing you price can potentially go up, because if the market it continues with the downtrend that it started to do by giving a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, it has to go down to give another lower low. But it didn't. That didn't happen. You understand? Instead, it created a lower high, right? So what that lower high which was created, price is showing that it can go above to create a higher high, and we don't know if this here price, whenever it gets to this, it will be a high high on a 1 hour based off we have a lower high here. And price can go up and create a higher high, right? So that's what is currently happening. Then you switch off this indicator. You can say you can switch it off, right? So you can probably go down to 30 minutes, whatever the case may be, right? But I would go to 15 minutes because I see it clearly in 15 minutes, right? So as you can see, price gave us a lower high here, came down, and as you can see in 15 minutes, these are basically, equal lows at the bottom. These are basically equal lows that we have here, right? We have equal lows. You have equal lows, right? And the same way that, we did have equal highs at the top where price was when price was giving us an indication, which was price breaking the higher lows. The yeah, price breaking this low here that we have here. Um, this is how this actually looked, right? So we had also these equal highs also here. We had the equal highs. You had the equal highs at the top, right? And price bounced down. And now if we take this as equal lows, that means price might actually continue to go up to the upside. You understand? So this is how you can probably mark off your chart, but I don't want to confuse you guys way too much, right? So remember we have a low, here, right? And then we have a high here, right? And then price gave us a lower low here, right? And then we would probably say, price gave us a lower high, right? Price did then give us a lower high around this area, came back down, gave us another low, and then started to shoot up, go up. But now what you will have to pay attention to is the structure on a 15 minute, So price gave us those, higher high here, higher low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then we have this. I'll say higher low and then lower high. That is currently happening currently on that's on gold on the 5 minute, right? So with that being said, you look for where price is kind of bouncing off. For us to get that, you have to jump down to 5 minutes. And the timing, how do we take these trades, right? So we expect the chart to actually break above, probably break above here, give us indication, then continue to go to the upside. Because if you trace back everything back to the how price was showing us, anything above this level would be bullish. Because even here, the buyers were involved. This level is full of buyers. This level, we have buyers sitting at this level. We have buyers sitting at this level. So we expect the chart to actually buy once it goes above this level. It can give us that break above the support line, give us a break above the support line with a higher high, and then come down to give us a higher low. And then we use the higher high that was created as the entry point. When price come, you can take your buys from there. And as far as stop loss is concerned on ICC, your stop loss would just be below this higher low which was created. It not necessarily is gonna create until here. It can be create the high low can be here, whatever the case may be. Wherever the high low is, then before the price come to tick, your higher high, then that will be the entry. And then you might look to aim for this high that was created this week so that you can buy up until that high. Because also now we break in the lower highs, so that means price is starting to get bullish. You understand? So this is pretty much goes hand in hand when it comes to marking your chart and also when it comes to actually taking those trades. So they go hand in hand in terms of knowing where you are from the overall trend, which was the 4 hour. The 4 hour is still bearish. In the 4 hour, we still bearish, but on the 1 hour, we're starting to show bullish signs because now, even if you look at this higher low that was created, price actually went above it. So now price is showing us that it has potential to buy, and we know based on the indication that price gave the other day. Sorry about that. Price gave the other day that price, whenever it's above this level, it will be bullish because even here with this higher low, the buyer stepped in, but it then ended up giving us equal highs, right? So we know that we do have buyers above that level, right? As much as some people might say price is correcting, but price is also giving us a structure to the upside. This you definitely this is an indication to the downside that price whenever it's underneath, it would sell. So if price continues to go to the upside or then decides to come back down, we can look to sell on levels where we know price has eventually shown us that it can sell. Like for instance, this level here would play a very vital role whenever that does happen. Let me just delete this. Let me just delete this quickly. All right. Let's say price decides to go up, break above, and then doesn't retest. Instead, it comes back down, right? So we will be looking for price to actually break this here because now price has shown us also on a small time frame that above this level it can buy, right? So you want to have a nice candle close below this area where price can come and retest also with a lower, obviously lower low, lower high, and then continue to the downside. Then our entry would come off base of this, the lower low that was created. That's where our entry will come off. So we can then look to take the sales to the downside because we already have an indication to the downside to say, okay, price whenever is below this level where the indication came off by breaking the higher lows, giving us a lower low, we know that anything below these levels we can be willing to sell, but know where to sell. You don't just sell whenever it gets there because price can still go up and take you out. So you're playing a dangerous game. You get what I'm saying? So if this is a correction, price will just probably break above and then come down, start falling down, back down. So if there's NFP today, I'm not sure if gold is gonna react to that. But if it does react to that, sure, don't trade it. Don't trade NFP. You're not a gambler. Don't trade NFP. So pretty much, indication to the downside, price started to build up, give us a higher low, a lower high actually. It started to go down. It didn't give us an indication. Instead, it gave us a higher low. Started to build up some lower highs and higher lows, and then started giving us higher highs and higher lows. So now it's showing us that price here is bullish. You understand? It's starting to build that bullish trend to the upside. So hence I'm highlighting this point because price when it got there, it reacted to the downside. And as you can see, price now where it's at, it's respecting this level of support. You get what I'm saying? Depending where price is, it can be resistance or it can be support, depending where price is. Here it was a level of resistance. Now it becomes a level of support because price is above it. So it acts as a ground. You understand? So it's a level of support. But when price gets below it, it acts as a ceiling. So price shouldn't be able to go through. But if it goes through, that means it was just a fake out. So hence I'm saying that price might just break above, come back. Once it breaks below this level of 3,990 and give us a lower low below that with a candle close, give us a lower high, look to sell below that candle close. But if price decides to give us a lower low and then continue to go to the upside, then it cancel your sales. And even if price was to come back, it should be able to give you another lower low and then go to correct before you can enter. Because once it does something like that, it invalidates the whole entry. You get what I'm saying? So that's pretty much like ICC. Like I said, ICC is price action. ICC is a microstructure, but the way Sai explains it, he does it in a three-way process. It makes it look easy, but the reality is it is not. Hence we developed the Hustle, University. It's a once-off payment, $99, and then you can in bot, so we can be able to break these things down to you. You're gonna have like 3 sessions a week individually. So, everyone will have their own 3 sessions depending on their time frame, like how free are you, or how available are you, so you can be able to learn this thing. And it's lifetime access. Lifetime, there's no time where we're like, no, we're not gonna be able. Every week you're gonna have your 3 sessions every week until you get it right, guys. So we're not selling courses. We're not selling a course. No, we're not selling a course. The Hustle University is not a course. The Hustle University it's a mentorship program to help you get through this, to help you understand price action, market structure. Because if you don't know price action and market structure, you will never understand ICC. That's the basic part of it. Because ICC is just a three-ways process where, Sai replaced a breakout with indication, replaced a retest with correction, and then replaced continuation with continuation. That's basically it. You get what I'm saying? So you guys should be able to take notes in terms of most of these things that I'm showing you guys here. And we're gonna have a mastery, ICC breakdown in terms of price action related on the university, the Hustle University. So guys, join the university. We still have like I think 12 spots left. People who are willing to join. I'm only taking 20 because it's gonna be overwhelming. I just want to take certain people for a month and then do that with them and then take the second batch. But those ones would have already developed in terms of knowing what to do. So a month with people, with certain, with a group of individuals should be enough. It's like a boot camp, where you learning every week, day in, day out. You understand? So it shouldn't really take you that long to actually start being profitable. And we want to get those payouts from those firms and everything. So yeah, guys, pretty much that's how you're gonna be going into most of the stuff. But in terms of analysis, as far as we are concerned now, now we would be looking to get, because we have that indication to the downside that price can be willing to sell, where it broke the higher lows and price gave us a lower high, but it started to giving us those higher lows also to the upside, right? Price started give us those highs to the upside. But now price has also shown that below this it can sell, right? Below this, that means we have sellers which are sitting here. We also have sellers which are sitting here because price also gave us an indication from here, selling down. So we have sellers here and we have sellers here on this level, right? So When price continues to break to the upside, then continues to the upside, then the sellers are weaker. Then that means the buyers are coming in, the buyers are in control. But the minute price decides to stay and breaks below this level here, give you a retest, look to enter based on the low that was created. It doesn't necessarily mean that it will be here, why I showed you guys. It doesn't necessarily mean it can the lower low which can be created somewhere here. It can be something like this. Doesn't necessarily mean, it's gonna be because I think most people confuse that a lot. It can be up to here, but wherever the low would be, that's where your entry would come from. Wherever your low would be, that's where your entry would definitely come from. You get what I'm saying? So the lower low created below before price goes down to create the lower high just above this and before so that price can come back down. Wait for it there or enter a sell stop so you can sell the market when price gets to this level. So just exactly include the wicks, guys. It's very important that you do that. Include the wicks. All right. Let me see. Uh, Somebody said I must send him the link. It's $99. It's $99. Payment is $99 to join. Yeah, we have a Discord. We're doing it on a Discord, guys. So we have a Discord for that. Yeah, pretty much. But text me. I think I left my, yeah, I think I did my thing there. Okay, I'll give you guys also my handle, my Telegram handle, so you can text me on my Telegram, and then we can take it from there. Right. So it's a Discord. Yeah, pretty much it's a Discord. We're gonna be dealing with, some of the things we're gonna be covering. We did have these kind of things that are happening. There's a lot more coming in terms of overall the structure and how we're gonna do things. But pretty much like I said, if price decides to break above, give us a higher low, look to enter at the higher that was created. So the entry on this other side, the entry would look something like this. Your buy entry will look something like this. After price has created the higher low, so a higher low. Right. So now this eventually makes this level that you see here a no trading zone for you. Don't take trades on this level. This would be a no trading zone for you. Don't take trades between these levels because anything above which would be a break above a retest and price going up, you can buy it. You understand? But here, don't buy or sell anything. But anything below you with a lower low and a retest of a lower high and coming back to that lower low, you can sell it. You understand? So pay attention to that and then yeah, be mindful of that and then probably you stop your take profit when might be somewhere here, you know, depending on where the lower low would be, but it can close below this, everything that is happening. All right. I see somebody send a message. Yes, the sessions are one-on-one. The sessions are one-on-one. Like I said here, as you can see, three ac- three times one-on-one mentorship sessions per week per person. You understand? So everyone will have their own one-on-one sessions every day. I mean, like three times a week actually. Maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, or maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or maybe Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, depending how available you are based on your schedule. So and we're gonna be addressing individual needs. You're not gonna be doing a group call to address everybody. No. Like I said, it's not a course. This is straight up mentorship, you know? It's not a course, it's a straight up mentorship, guys. Yes, daily analysis, daily breakdowns. Whenever I send analysis to the free channel on Telegram, there on Discord, we will then understand it. We will then break it down so you can watch it live, how I break the analysis, something like I'm breaking this analysis down now. So we do it so you understand the thought process, understand, so you can also develop, learn to think how I think, or learn to see how I see things, so that your trading journey becomes much, much easier as time goes. You get what I'm saying? So there's a lot more, guys. I don't want to lie to you. There's a lot that is gonna be happening. No, definitely, definitely. I mean, we're gonna have those testimonies, people coming forward, and probably by end of the month, guys. I wanna see you guys passing those pro forms. We need to take advantage of these pro forms very much so. So for $100, invest on yourself. It's not about buying a course. We're not doing courses. It's not a course. But we're gonna be teaching you how to trade. It's not a course. You understand? We're gonna teach you how to be able to read the charts by yourself. If you wanna go after you mastered, if you wanna go sell your course, do that, man. That's good for you. You understand? But I'm not selling a course. I'm selling mentorship. I'll be mentoring you throughout the process. You understand? All right, no problem, Jades. Yeah, just after this, I'm gonna drop my, my handle on Telegram so you can DM me on, and then you can take it from there. After payment, I can send you my link, for the Discord, and then pretty much, yeah. All right, look, see how put your stop loss very tight, bro. Put your stop loss very tight, All right, no problem, no problem, no problem. Now you get it, right? Now you get it. All right. So those are the kind of things we're gonna work on. Then the psychology behind trading, all these kind of things. So we're gonna be working most of it on that, helping you guys, with that. So, but for this session, guys, we are done. We left with 30 seconds actually. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for attending. On the YouTube, if you like this video, please like and subscribe and comment. We have the Telegram link down below. If you wanna join the Hustle University, you're gonna be able to text me. There will be a handle also for you guys to text me on. All right, bye bye, guys.